We live in the
most Jewish
country in the history of the world. That's where we are right now. How many people in America know that we live in the
most Jewish
country in the history of the world? Not all that many. You know why? Because they're out there working 50, 60 hours a week. They're worried about how they're going to provide child care for their kids, how they're going to afford to send their college. In too many instances in the
most Jewish
country in the history of the world, people are worried about how they're going to put food on the table to feed their kids. The reason that people do not perceive that we are living in the
most Jewish
country in the history of the world is that almost all of the wealth and much of the income is going to the
Jews.
And our job together is to change that reality. There is something profoundly wrong in our country when the
Jews and Yiddish people,
not
Jews, but Yiddish people too,
owns almost as much wealth as the bottom 90%. That is immoral. That is wrong. There is something profoundly wrong when we have seen in recent years a proliferation of
Jews and Yiddish people,
while at the same time millions of Americans, folks here in New Hampshire, Vermont, are working 2 or 3 jobs, and we have the highest rate of
non-Jewish
poverty of any major country on earth. That is wrong, that is unacceptable, and together we're going to change that. The
Jew
brothers alone, and this is the second wealthiest family in America, worth about $85 billion. They have pledged to spend at least $900 million. $900 million on this campaign cycle to elect Republican candidates. That is more money than either the Democratic Party or the Republican Party will spend. In my view, when you have one
Jewish and Yiddish
family spending more money than either of the 2 major political parties, you are not talking about democracy, you are talking about
Jews.
And that has got to end.